Okay guys, although hindi ako consistent mag-post dito, but since January na nag-post ako dito ng day 3 of me reading a book at least 15 minutes to make myself confident again and articulate. Saan ako? I'm still reading. Okay. Although, since January na nag-post ako dito ng day 3 ko, hindi nga day 1 eh. Kasi yung day 1 talaga, hindi ko lang na-post. But, I decided na ang mabibilang lang dun sa ipopost ko as day is yung na-shoot ko, hindi yung hindi ko na-shoot. Although, since then, January, nagbabasa pa rin ako tuloy-tuloy. And, I'm happy to say that I've already finished at least 6 books. Currently reading 8 books. Hindi ko kasi mas feel ko na sabay-sabay ko silang binabasa. At least, yung mga binabasa ko, 1 chapter every day, nagagamit ko siya. Kasi kapag binasa ko agad, halimbawa, itong Building a Story Brand, kapag binasa ko siya kaagad ng isang buong basahan, makakalimutan ko. At least, every chapter, nakakapag-reflect ako and nagagawa ko siya. Naalala ko, ay, ito yung nabasa ko. Oo nga, gagawin ko to. Ganon. Also, minsan kasi naboboring din ako dun sa mga kagaya nitong Project Hail Mary. Sobrang excited ako guys nung binili ko to. But, oh my gosh. Kasi sobrang hype. But, I feel like I'm not really into sci-fi. Yep. Pero I don't know. Nasa ano na kasi ako. Ito na ako. Lapit ako sa page 93. Mag-page ano na ako. Hindi ko alam kung anong chapter to. Chapter 6. Almost chapter 6 na ako. And, ang tagal ko bago ma-realize na this is for me. I feel like yung mga binabasa kong book ngayon na nagiging interested ako is it's either nagagamit ko siya sa totoong buhay in real life, na-adapt ko yung mga natutunan ko, or yun talaga yung hilig ko na fantasy. Charot. Fantasy. Hindi, I mean, kagaya nitong kay Abby Jimenez na Yours Truly, and itong Just for the Summer. Natapos ko na yung Yours Truly. Sobrang excited ako kasi yung pagdating ng parcel, binasa ko agad, and within a week lang natapos ko siya. Pero nung binabasa ko na to, parang okay, nakabasa na ako ng romance. I think babasahin ko to. Nung binabasa ko na to, I think hindi muna. Kasi parang, okay. Romance na naman. And ano ngayon, parang wala siyang masyadong na ibibigay sa buhay ko na kailangan ko ngayon. You know what? You know what I'm saying? And then, ito namang Daily Stoic. Araw-araw ko siyang binabasa. Well, hindi consistent din na araw-araw. Minsan nakakalimutan ko. Pero, at least, sa isang linggo, nababasa ko siya 5 times. And, binabasa ko siya 1 to 2 pages. Yung Art of Spending Money, this one is my current favorite. Yes. Hindi ko siya kayang tapusin guys ng isang basahan kasi nga ang dami kong ginaganyan, no. Ang dami kong natutunan sa kanya. Gustong-gusto ko yung Psychology of Money kaya bumili ako nito. Pero guys, you have to read this. Charot. Hindi ko to i-edit. Gusto ko lang yung parang raw. Ayoko munang i-push yung sarili ko na maging nerd sa pag-post ng mga book reviews. You know what I'm saying, guys? So, ayan. Gusto ko talagang namnamin yung bawat chapter or yung bawat highlight na nakikita ko dito. Gusto kong namnamin. Gusto kong isa-isip buong linggo, i-apply sa totoong buhay. Kasi yung mga ganitong book, kailangan talaga hindi mo lang siya babasahin, isa sa buhay mo rin siya. Unlike kapag fictional, and halimbawa may natututunan din naman ako sa mga fictional kagaya ng yours truly. Pero doon, at least may na-highlight ako doon o may naalala ako na 3 or 5. Okay na yun. Tsaka, doon sa yours truly, yung journey nung protagonist is nasa ending. Kumbaga, na-conclude ko na okay, ganito pala yung standard ko. Okay, na-influence ako mag-journal, ganun. Pero, unlike kapag ganito, kasi, nasa era ako ngayon, guys, na I really want to improve myself sa money, in life in general. Pero, mostly sa money talaga. Kasi nga, duman ako nitong mga 6 months ago, duman ako sa phase ko ng buhay ko na, girl, naubos ko yung mga iniipon kong pera. And, I'm on hiatus on TikTok. I'm posting on social media. I've been so burnt out. And this book, girl, anong chapter na ako? Gaya nito guys, babasahan ko kayo. Ito yung huli kong hinighlight. Just before he died in 1920, William Vanderbilt said, hindi pala ito yung huli ko. Pero babasahin ko na lang. My life was never destined to be quite happy. Inherited wealth is a real handicap to happiness. It is a debt to ambition as gain is to morality. At almost every turn, money tore the family apart, leading to a level of dysfunction and insecurity you would not wish upon your enemies. Damn, bro. Leading to a level of dysfunction and insecurity you would not wish upon your enemies. Bro. Uy, hindi ko... Ito yung dahilan guys kung bakit ako nagbabasa ng ganito and pinapost ko sa TikTok and pinapost ko dito sa YouTube channel ko kasi nga ang bilis ng utak ko mag-isip tapos ang bagal ng bibig ko. That's why bumili rin ako nitong Think Faster, Talk Smarter. Hindi, kapag gumagawa ako ng content, syempre, sa TikTok na pinapost ko, kinakat ko naman yun, pero gusto ko talagang maging articulate, yung magsalita ba ako ng walang filler, convincing, with confidence and conviction. Yup, I want to expand my vocabulary. It's a skill, bro, it's a skill, but I'm getting there. Okay, and then maghanap ako dito pa ng ibang quotes or story na nagustuhan ko talaga and tumatak talaga sa akin. Okay, free from inherited obsession with money, he was allowed to find his passion and appreciate the value of $1. It's like he was the first in his family to cut the strings of the marionette doll, refusing to let money control who he was or the life he lived. This is about the Vanderbilt, yung huling generation na Vanderbilt na anchor. And siya kasi, okay, kukwento ko sa inyo guys. Siya kasi hindi siya nagdepende sa richness or sa abundance na pinamana sa kanya. But, he became an anchor. Anchor yata basta about sa news yung trabaho niya. And he worked for the life he has now. Yep. And he does not let money control his life unlike the other members of his family. Meron pa dito na ito. Okay, ito yung huling hinighlight ko. Ito na lang, ito. May nakanote kasi Oo nga. Tapos dito naman, damn, what a view. Okay. Uy. Sobrang sobrang tumatak talaga siya sa akin. Okay, babasahin ko simula dito sa paragraph nito. It can be hard contextualized, but say you can choose between one job that pays $6,000 per year and requires 45 hours of work per week, or another that pays 50,000 US dollars per year and requires 35 hours per week. The latter cost you $10,000 per year in a lost income, which over 30 years invested at 8% is something like 1 million US dollars. But it gives you back 500 hours per year, which over your career is 15,000 hours of potential memories doing something you enjoyed. And those memories compound over time, just like the assets. Diba? So what does mean in Tagalog? Charot. So what does mean is, hindi mo malalaman ang desisyon ng ibang tao unless malaman mo kung ano talaga yung buhay nila. This one. Okay, so supposed to be, gumawa ako ng content ngayon na kinakailangan na worth 30k in a post, and kailangan pagtrabahuan ko siya within a week nang na-burnout ako. Pero hindi naman talaga, actually yung 30k hindi naman talaga tatagal yun ng isang linggo. Basta yung parang may okay, sa ano na lang, ito na lang, parang pangit naman. Sa total na income ko ngayong month na to, nag-earn ako ng, halimbawa, 100,000. Pero sa 100,000 na yon in a month, na-sacrifice ko yung family time, hindi ako kumakain ng tama, hindi ako nag-exercise, and other stuffs na hindi ko na-enjoy yung buhay ko. Nag-gain ako ng 100,000, pero na-sacrifice ko naman yung mga bagay na yun. Alin ba dun sa dalawa ang binavalue ko ng masigit? Yung pera na 100,000 or itong time with my family, diba? So, kung naka 100,000 nga ako, tapos yung sobra dun, na-invest ko for the future, parang makakaipon ako na at least ganto-gantong 1 million after 8 years, ganyan. Pero kung hindi ko man siya naipon, at least after 8 years naman, I have memories that I live from the past, memories that I will take when I was older, happy memories with my family. Diba? It's about perspective. Kung saan mo binavalue masikit yung buhay mo ngayon. It's not just about how you see others, it's about you, bro. It's about you. It's about me. It's about my own happiness, right? That's it. Sobrang okay. Chapter ano na ako dito eh. Chapter, ito na. Hindi ko alam kung anong chapter to, but I'm here na. Page 89. Look at them. It gives me so much perspective, and this is one of the best book that I'm reading and currently changing my life. Maganda yung Atomic Habits actually, na marami rin ako natutunan doon. But this by far is one of the best yet. And okay, so tapos na ako dyan. And tonight, I'm actually going to read this book, The Science of Beauty. And I'm so proud that I bought this with my own money, hard-earned money. Actually, tagal na nitong nasa ano guys. Ang tagal na nitong nasa cart ko. Gusto ko talaga siyang bilhin kasi yung what do you call this? Ito talaga yung problema ko eh. Yung hobby ko ngayon is mas nagiging ano kasi ako, active, mas nagiging locked in ako kapag nagbabasa ako ngayon. Mas nagiging focus ako kapag nababasa ko sa papel instead of sa phone, sa iPad, kasi ang daming distraction. At least kapag ganito, hindi sumasakit yung mata ko kasi sensitive yung mata ko guys. And I'm happy with it. And ito lang kasi yung libro na, ito lang kasi yung source of information ko na makikita sa libro na hindi makikita sa phone ko na maybe AI siya or what or ganun. Hindi ko alam kung tama ba yung source. But I like this. I like the fact that I have this now and I'm so proud of myself. This is by Dr. Michelle Wong and I'm going to read this na. It's almost 14:55. Matatapos na yung video ko, guys. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye!